This is crazy. I can't concentrate on this report, and I keep getting notifications on my phone.
Tell me about it. I can't seem to focus either. I got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to find a way to be more focused.
Wait, I have an idea. Bam! These are my focus goggles.
Focus goggles? What is that?
Wait, you haven't heard of them? When I put these on, I'll be super focused.
Really? How they work?
Well, they have these built-in sensors that track your eye movement, and if you look up while working, they'll beep and remind you to stay focused.
That's impressive. Let me see those.
Not bad. All right, well, let's get back to work. What I told you.
Yeah, they really work. Thanks for these. I'm feeling super focused already.
No problem. Wait. Where are my goggles? I know I had an extra pair. I can't find them anywhere. I need them to stay focused.
What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed you haven't had those glasses on for about 10 minutes and you've been doing just fine without them?
You know what? You're right. I don't need goggles to stay focused. I guess it was all in my mind.
Exactly. It's all about training our minds to stay focused and not relying on external gadgets.
You're absolutely right. Thanks, bro.
No problem. Now, let's get back to work and finish this report.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, you got to focus, man. Focus. And we want to talk about somewhat of that because it's actually in the family and about which what it is that we want to talk about. So let's get this going. I see some of the people coming in. I see you all. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. I didn't think I was going to get that many people in the chat line today. All right. Because I know everybody's doing some stuff and they have an event that's going on this morning. But I'm glad to see everybody. Listen, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our starting goals to help people bring their imagination, their goals, their dreams, their vision into reality by way of helping them put it into work. That's what we do. You ain't going to only see us here, but you'll see us right there at It's Life Podcast, located right there on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're interested in short films and if you're interested in, skits and stuff like that, entertainment, you want to go right there to It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. If we meet it for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. I'm so happy to meet you with much love, peace, and gratitude and all respect. Yo, what's up, everybody? My brother Nuck is on the line. Tanya, good to see you. Good to see everybody. I see you, Jonathan. I see you up on the chat line. I see you also, I think, Anthony. Andre, sorry about that. I see you also. I see people coming in our business line. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Good to see y'all. We got a good topic for you real quick. And today, glad to have my brother on the line. You know what I'm saying? We chilling today. You know what I'm saying? And it's Thursday. Yeah, it's actually Thursday. Psh, wow, that's crazy. So look, we're talking about tips to get better at anything. Y'all want to know about that? Tips to get better at anything you want to do. And honestly, I'm going to tell you something. When you think about that, you can think about the most obvious, and that'll be the very thing that we're talking about. I see people who are coming in. All right, I see you on X. Okay, good to see you. Good to see everybody. I'm glad to see everybody in the house. I'm so happy to be here today. I have been excited all week because I gotten some great news. You see what I'm saying? And so we're here. So listen, let's get right into it. I don't have that much time to go. But before we do it, let me bring you to a first commercial break because I have to actually pay bills. And see you in a few seconds. We're going to come right into it.
Yeah, everybody hands up like this. Yeah.
Hey yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Trey Chaney, BMF, The Wire, Saint Jacintus, Tales of a Grown Girl. We hosting it right now.
Do with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do. Coming soon to a city near you. Grown Girls NYC, that's how she do. MC Heaven's in the house.
We live and direct. We about to set it off. Great play. I'm hoping everybody loves it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be in your
excellent. The play is excellent.
Deep message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Very deep.
Houses, the Long Island, God always had you. You share your life, bright lights and stages. May the Lord protect you from the haters in the
phenomenal cast. They're gonna do their thing. I got a wonderful director. This is gonna be played. So I hope y'all like the music and everything. Stay tuned.
You thanking my friend
Serena for bringing me to DJ Zon.
It's rocking on the ones and twos.
Definitely come out and see it.
Thank you.
So I'm coming to a city near you.
Yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through it.
Tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do.
This lady is coming out and doing a lot of things. By the way, don't forget she's doing a manifestation and mock brunch. You said mocktail brunch, a faith mocktail brunch. She's one of the speakers of the hour, and not just that, but she's going to be favored with these beautiful young lady behind her. Don't forget that Tales of a Grown Girl have come out of a book that she's written, and then it turned into a play, and now she have the auto book. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is go and purchase it right there on Amazon, $12.99. I think you're gonna love it. I know that a lot of women and brothers will be blessed by it. What's going on, y'all? So today, listen, real quick, we're talking about tips to get better at anything. What could those things actually be and mean? You feel what I'm saying? So look, we want to get right into it. And by the way, let me know in the description, what are you drinking today? You see what I'm saying? I'm drinking coffee. While we were on break, I was running trying to get, you know what I'm saying, my coffee together because I had it in the microwave, but I didn't get a chance to put the sugar and the cream in it, but it's all good. I'll do that the next break, I guess, when I show the other one. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, y'all? So listen, let's talk about this for a second. You know, repetition, you know what I'm saying, and deliberate practice is something that we ought to all get a chance to indulge in. You see what I'm saying? Because in order for you to get better at anything, repetition, you know what I'm saying, deliberately with some good practice, because practice make progress, will allow for you to become great at anything that you want to do. And some of the tips I want to do is want to dive into, you know, some of what those deliberate things are and what some of those practices should be. But more so, always remember that repetition is key. Let me tell you exactly what I said about repetition. Repetition is the father of all learning and the mother of all mastery. You see, and I'm going to tell you, you know, anything that you put into practice, anything that you do repetitively will actually become one with you. You know, sometimes when I'm doing messages on, you know, for Sunday morning, I'm really, really excited about this Sunday morning, and preparing for it and becoming one in it, you know, even doing podcasting, you know what I'm saying, doing some cinematography, you know what I'm saying, doing some intern and stuff like that. I mean, becoming one with everything that you want to do. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to think about it, become one with it, so that not only is it embedded into your mind, but it's embedded into your well-being. So if anybody asks you those particular questions anytime, I'll never forget the time that I was ordained as a minister, you know, and they'll ask you this one question: what is your conversion? I will never forget that first question for the rest of my life. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was so frightened about answering it the wrong way. But can't nobody else, you know, answer your conversion like you. You see what I'm saying? But I was still nervous about it because you put test in front of me. Oh my God, it's over. But the more and more you begin to practice, the more and more you begin to, study, the more and more you repeat what it is that you're trying to memorize, the better it is that you'll become one with it to the point that you can say those answers in your sleep. Do what it is that you're trying to do in your sleep. Same thing. Listen, one of the things that I put in my template, I'm saying, even as a business person, you have to practice. There's no if, no buts, or whys about it. Everybody need to practice. It's not a day to go by that I don't pick up a camera. You see what I'm saying? And there's a day that don't go by that I'm not studying for what I'm going to talk about the next day. Listen, as a sales professional, you have to practice. Everybody have to practice. Even as a podcaster, as a podcast host, you have to put things into practice. Practice, practice, practice. And see, if you don't set the time aside to be able to do it, guess what? You might be wasting your time. Don't ever consume things so much that you fail to put it into action. I like, there's a saying, out of a great book. It says, be not only hearers of this word, but be doers of it. And the more and more you put it into action, the more and more you become it. A lot of times people say, yeah, do you know how to do this? And we can read on anything. I can tell you how to play the piano. But to be able to put that into action is a whole complete different story altogether. You see what I'm saying? So don't consume stuff so much to the point that you forget to execute the things that you really want to specialize in. You see what I'm saying? So everybody need to put things into action. Kamal, good to see you, my dude. John Arrington on the line. Wow, what's up, Brody? You know what I'm saying? And so watch this. So anytime, even as a podcast host, as a professional, you see what I'm saying, as a business person, everybody, listen, in order for you to become a barber, what they'll do is that they'll at least allow for you to start to cut the hair on the mannequin first. You know what I'm saying? Before you get a chance to touch a human being, because you have to feel it. Shout out to my boy, Dave Quiones. You see what I'm saying? His daughter right now is going in to be a pilot. You know what I'm saying? Danny is doing her good thing. You see what I'm saying? And I remember when he sent me the pictures, and I remember when he sent me the video and stuff like that. He sent me that they had like this thing where it's a whole bunch of screens, and it make you feel like, even the hydraulics make you feel like you're in the actual airplane and flying in real time. You see what I'm saying? And when she got a chance to do it in real life, you know, it was no different than what she felt when she had to practice. Again, practice. And also, the other thing about your practice is that your desire and your aspiration, your motivation, your enthusiasm, that's the thing that would cause you to be able to practice and become one with it even faster. You know, because it's nothing like wanting to do something that you're practicing. You know, my big brother, Gregory Youngnut, what's up, my dude? You see what I'm saying? Who's in the house? Listen, let me tell you something. He can tell you about DJing, everything about DJing, you know, about timing and pitch and all of that type of stuff. You know why? Because he's had all the years of practice, but more so than practice, he had all the years of experience. You get what I'm saying? My boy John Arrington's on the line. Let me tell you something. He does cinematography, and he does it well. You get what I'm saying? Body in the place and doing excellent stuff. Over 19 years of doing this stuff. You see, again, practice, practice, practice. Heck, he practiced on me. He practiced on his wife. He practiced on his kids. He practiced on his friends. He did all of the type of stuff that I'm doing even today and now, pulling people in and just doing, you know what? Because not only are we crafting, you know, getting our craft together, but we're practicing on people at the same time. You see what I'm saying? I used to practice, preach to myself in the mirror, practice, preach myself to, you know what I'm saying, to my family and stuff like that. Again, practice make perfect. It doesn't make you anybody who's imitating anything. You're just trying to hone into your craft. If you cook, my boy Dave Quiones can cook, I mean, very, very well. My boy Henry Watkins can cook very, very well. There are so many people who can cook, you know what I'm saying, very, very well that I do know. I mean, they're masters at it, you know, but it's in their days of practice. And can I tell you something? You know the key to cooking? Tasting. You know what I'm saying? You got to taste and cook at the same time, and measuring at the same time. But you've got to put it into practice. I make a good macaroni and cheese. Nobody ever had that yet. I'm too scared to give it to you because my taste might not be to your tasting. However, you know what I'm saying? It took me some days of practice. You know what else practice will do? Practice will make you mess up. Practice will make you hit a wall. Practice will make you fail a couple of times. And every good successor are those of them who will, you know, who have failed. You see what I'm saying? But failing is not failing. Failing is learning. This is how you become better at anything, when you put the preparation into it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody need practice. Let me see. What other template did I have? Yeah, podcast. So listen, watch this. If you work on your gifts will work for you. And I am definitely somebody who could understand that in its entirety. You see what I'm saying? To know that your gifts will work for you if you learn how to put your gifts into practice. Work on your gifts and see. Oh, what are some of your gifts? Some of your gifts are your PR. You know what I'm saying? What have you done good today? How can you do that better tomorrow? You're going to always and forever hear me. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to make that as a quote for my podcast. You see what I'm saying? Because again, it is a true factor. You see what I'm saying? That the more and more you begin to beat yourself, you see what I'm saying? I don't mean literally. I mean, what have I done good yesterday? How did I do this yesterday? Let me master that even more today. You get what I'm saying? Until it's embedded into me. What am I doing? I'm practicing. That's what I'm doing. Practice yesterday, the day before yesterday, practicing today, every day that I'm online. Guess what I'm doing? I'm practicing at the same time. You see what I'm saying? This is not only, the old saints used to say, this life ain't nothing but a rehearsal, baby. It ain't nothing but a rehearsal. It's a rehearsal, In other words, they were saying rehearsal. It's nothing but a rehearsal. A rehearsal. A rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? This life is a rehearsal for where we're going, obviously, but you need rehearsal for everything. Practice, make progress. You know what I'm saying? Practice. And how do I do it? How do I practice? I have to repeat what it is that I do. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Do it again. That was good. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, I'm in LA Film School, and shout out to my cousin who paid for the entire thing. And within the film school, they gave you an illustration. It says, listen, they were talking about actors and even directing, and how you direct actors. And there was a lady who they showed as an example who, in my opinion, did very, very well. I mean, she did a great, great job. And the lady was like, yeah, that's good. But I said a few words to her and watch what happened. And she did, and after she said a few words to her to bring her to a particular place that would stimulate a specific emotion of what it is that person wanted or that director wanted, all of a sudden, she went from good to great. And that's exactly what it is. So again, sometimes you do certain things good, right? But don't stop at good. Repeat it again and make what you do great. You see what I'm saying? Make what you do great. Whatever you do, rather you want a barber shop, you want to cut hair, rather you write a book, rather you're an MC, you're an artist, rather you're an actor, actress, DJ, minister, podcaster, cinematographer, videographer, photographer, all the autographers, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm going to tell you something. The more and more you practice at it and you hone it in your craft, and I'm going to tell you that you're never going to learn everything. You're not going to be the best at anything. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be at the best at the level that you are, but there's always more to learn. You get what I'm saying? Always more to learn. Let's see another template that you have for you. And we have a couple of them today. You know what I'm saying? So if you work hard at your gift and you work on your gift will work for you. Watch this. I'm going to tell you something. What is repetition? What is repetition? That's the question. When a word, phrase, or statement is repeated several times to emphasize and develop a certain idea. For an example, that is very, very, very big balloon. That's a very big, and see, notice they could have said that's a very big balloon, but to emphasize that is a very, very, very big balloon for Valentine's Day yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So repetition is a phrase or a statement that is repeated several times to emphasize and develop a certain idea. We gave you an example. People also ask, what is the result of repetition? You know what the answer is? Enhances learning. And see, I'm going to tell you, again, you enhance your learning by repeating over and over. You ever seen somebody like our kids, they come from school, they have a spelling test tomorrow, and they repeat the words over and over and over again. They spell the word over and over and over again until they become one with it. And then they stick to them all the way throughout college because we've done everything, over and over and over. Just like Gregory Younger that says, practice, make perfect, and it makes perfection. You see what I'm saying? Thanks, Kamal. You know what I'm saying? Again, we see Yolanda Brathwaite. She's someone who's she written a book, but can I tell you something? She did a play over here. I'm not too sure how many plays you did, sis, but I know she did a play in Long Island. You know what I'm saying? She's doing a play another place. You see what I'm saying? And not just that, by the way, her promo is about done. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but during the times that they do their play, she do her play, she understands that her production is going to get better and better and better the more she repeat that same play. You see what I'm saying? And bring it to other states, bring it to other boroughs, bring it to other countries, continents, and all of that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, the more and more she do it, people won't know. Play number 3 will be better than play number 1. And when people discover, who she is that much more, they'll feel that she just came out because they just discovered it. But when they look at her resume to see how many plays that she's done and how it's been perfected, that's what you get paid for. That's the reward. It's not just her story, but also the grind that she put in. My bro, John Arrington, somebody who put in the work, for almost over 20 years, I would like to say. You know what I'm saying? It's 19 years, but over 20 years, I would like to say, if you want to count the years of preparation. You get what I'm saying? Listen, and anybody who's starting 4 years now, 5 years now, you can never compare your work right now to a Yolanda or to a John Arrington or to a Donald Francis in podcasting and also filming and stuff. You can't do that if you just begin. You're saying, understand your first work will be your terrible work. I'll never forget. I think I did an episode and I showed people my first video on YouTube. And I remember my bro John was saying, yo, Pastor, I think you're going to win on this one. You see what I'm saying? Because we was doing it into production and stuff like that. My boy Mike Ross was on yesterday and stuff like that. And I had gave him homage of helping me out with doing certain things. And again, it was the worst video ever. I was like, hello, my name is Donald Francis. And it's all you TV. Sounded like a robot, And then again, we got to put into practice, right? Listen, knowing who you are. You know what a good actor or actress is? This scene right here. When you have a conversation with somebody and when you converse with someone, that's a scene. You see what I'm saying? And real good actors and actors and actresses, they're not really good actors and actresses until they learn how to say a scene naturally, rather than sounding like an actress, rather than sounding like an actor. But if they can have a regular conversation, the way that we have it, yo, what's up? Y'all went to the store. I got this coffee. By the way, while we was on break, guess what? I tried to make my coffee, but the coffee didn't happen because I didn't put the cream in and I didn't put the sugar in because the break was over. I ain't gonna get frustrated because I need my coffee. But listen, y'all, this is what people ask. What are some of the results of repetition? Here's something else. Why do you think, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of times people, we look at the result of repetition. Sometimes in life, and this is something big, if you don't take away anything from this particular podcast today, I want you to take away this. This is what people have to understand in life. You have to repeat certain things in life, and life will bring things in a repeated way to you. You see what I'm saying? More or less, you have to go, I didn't pass the written test, or I didn't pass, the test to work for transit or whatever the case would be. But watch this. Why do you think you find yourself back at the same place every time? What is that same place in your life? What do you find yourself repeating in your life? I'm going to tell you the reason why. Simply because you can't move on until you pass that test. What is that test in your life? Because I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I've learned, that some of the tests can be relationships, friendships, colleagues, work ethic, blaming everybody else. You see what I'm saying? What are those tests? Because sometimes it's not your relationship. It's not your friendships. It's not your colleagues. It's not your work ethic. It's not you blaming everybody else. Sometimes it's just simply you. You have to pass what they call your PR. What is your personal record? What is your personal record? Not the good things and the strong things that you do, but how about the things that are your cons? You make a list, you make the pros and cons about Donald Francis. Make the pros and cons, put your name at the top of the list. What are your pros, your strong points? What are your cons, your weak points? Who are you in your strong points? Who aren't you in your weak points? Who would you like to become in your weak points that you are not, even in your strong points? You see what I'm saying? What do you do? Sometimes it's good to just go around and ask somebody, or ask people. I had to do the hardest thing in my life. And I started with 5 people already. I got about maybe 10, 15 more to go to speak to people to say, let me ask you a question. Am I a good pastor to you? Am I a good leader? Am I a good friend? Do I show up to things on time for you? You know, what are my qualities in life? You know, sometimes the harsh reality is to ask certain people who are outside of you to say, this is what I think you don't do. This is what I feel you can do better. This is what I feel you can do better, you know? And it's a good thing to have a friend that can do that. You feel what I'm saying? Those are what you consider to be friends, you know, rather in relationships, rather in friendships. Of course, you know, your spouse can tell you, let me tell you what you need to do. You know, me and my wife, we just had a wonderful talk, you know, about some of the weak points about me. Listen, undoubtedly do she have weak points, but we weren't talking about her. We were talking about me. We'll get to her later. You get what I'm saying? Again, these are things you have to eat. Broccoli is something that you need in your plate. Brussels sprouts, okra, some of those things you need on your plate, not just the rice and steak and onions and peppers and stuff like that. And you get dessert for cake and stuff like that. You sometimes need to know the harsh reality of things in order for you to get better in the areas you want to perfect, to be the better you. That's beating your PR. If I'm saying something, that is the harsh reality. Don't nobody want to hear that. I'm sure I lost all of you by now, you know? So why do we think we're at certain, you know, tests? That, you know, why do you think you're back at a particular place, you know, every time? That test you have to pass in life in order for you to graduate and move on. You know, life will graduate you once you've passed the test. Do you not know that it's good, you know, to have access not be denied to you because you've passed specific tests? Whatever that access is, what do you need access to in your life? You know, what is your big general overall in life? What is your big picture in life? You know, listen, I'm just trying to hone in on my craft because all of the equipment that I pay for ought to make me money. Can I tell you something? Your equipment that you have, and I'm sure Greg would tell you this. I can tell you this. John Aaron can tell you this. You know what I'm saying? You know, Yolanda can tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Even my mother-in-law, Kamal can tell you. You know what I'm saying? My boy Prom can tell you this. He's been an MC for a long time, also honing in on his craft and selling merch and stuff like that. I'm sorry, Brian, I didn't even leave you out. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. He knows a lot. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody know that your equipment, you know what I'm saying, your merch, anything that you have to work with, you can sew clothes. You know what I'm saying? Get a sewing kit. Can I talk right? Sewing kit. But can I tell you something? Your equipment can never make you better. You have to perfect your own craft, because having a camera, unless you know your bit rate and your settings and stuff, why am I talking this stuff? You know, the lighting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Your camera, the microphone can't make you better. You feel what I'm saying? Even the templates can't make you better. You know, your streaming software can't make you better. You have to put things into practice. What are my weak points? You know, I always want to start on time. Want to make sure. So guess what? Call my homies. Yo, here, I'm going to give you a list. And here's your time zone. Here's your time slot. You know what I'm saying? Which I always go over. God. But I make sure I get you out of here no later than until 11:30. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is what I'm saying. You have to sometimes ask people. Even right now, we're in the process of about to sell out our online course, you know, but ask yourself, why didn't Donald release it yet? Because I'm going through the proper stages. That's going to, you know, gain me those particular clients. I don't ever want to have something, you know what I'm saying, for somebody that I know that it might be good for, that it might not be good for, because I failed to do my studies on the people who are my target audience or my target clients. You get what I'm saying? So again, we're going through the process of what it is. Watch this. Allowing for the online course to turn into a book. Now I'm gonna call Yolanda. I'm gonna call my boy. I'm gonna call my boy Sarah Khan. You know what I'm saying? Who helps out with books and stuff like that, and the publisher and all. You know why? So that I can go around and talk to people about my specialty and what we. Again, this is what you want to do. You've done, you know, barbershop. You know, what is it? Turn that into a book. Go around. You know what I'm saying? You know, you did merch. You put merch together. You did the imprint. You did the designs. Whatever it is, hone in on your craft. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just your relationships. You can't blame people. You can't even blame your equipment for the stuff that you have not perfected in your life. Let's move on. Habits to adopt. Let's take a look at some of the habits that we need to adopt in order for us to hone in on our craft and to allow for ourselves to say, listen, I need to repeat this every single day. Make this a ritual of my day. Make this my schedule of my day. You feel what I'm saying? Let's adopt. Let's see what habits we could adopt. Number one. Take a half hour out of your day to write in a notebook. All right, Donald, that sounds good. I want to write in a notebook, but what am I writing? Ask yourself things like this. And this is real simple. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How did I perform today? What can I do even better tomorrow? Y'all heard this 10 times over. Donald, you've been saying this over and over and over. Can I tell you something? I got 10,000 ways to say the one message that I've been saying because according to my niche and my niche. What have I done good today? What am I going to do better tomorrow? How did my performance go today? Well, the only way you could rate your performance is what was on your list. What have you put on your schedule for today? That's the question. What have you put on your schedule today? You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can rate your day. Because if I put something on my schedule and it was something I did not put that I did not have to done, because you got a to-do list, you got a to-done list, right? And then you got a repeat list. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever I did the to-do list, and now here's the to-done list. And if you didn't move the to-do list to the to-done list, then you got to IDS it. And do me a favor, for anybody who's been following me, and I know Yolanda, you should know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if John should know too much, but I know some people should know. I've been talking IDS all the time. And if you haven't moved your to-do list or the things that you had on to-do to done, you have to IDS that list. What is that IDS? Identify, discuss with someone else, solve the problem so that it can move from to-do to done. And don't forget that after you finish your to-done list, celebrate. After this podcast, I got 2 more things I got to do. Got 2 more classes I got to teach. And then I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to go give me some ice cream. I'm going to celebrate because you've achieved the thing. Sometimes you need to give yourself a medal, you know what I'm saying, for every day that you've achieved. Because watch this. After you achieve what you achieved during that day, you don't ever have to come back to it. That's the good thing, except to refer yourself to it. How did I perform today? Right? What can I do even better tomorrow? Take a look at this. What does it mean to be deliberate? Because again, even though, we have the to-do list and to-done list, and we want to make sure that we repeat everything that we do so that we can be perfected in what it is that we have to do. You have to not only, repeat things, but you have to be deliberate about it. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is right after this. Hey, exciting news, everyone. We found a brand new way for you to join the conversation right here on Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Now you can call in live while I'm on the air. Just dial 929-394-3382. Share your thoughts, share your ideas, even have some questions for me right here on Real Time while I'm on the air. I can't wait to hear from you, my incredible listeners, and have all of your voices be a part of our podcast. Yeah, everybody. So look, don't forget, oh, sorry about that. So don't forget, so you can dial in at real time. We haven't had our dial-ins in a while. And I figured, because nobody will really be participating. So I figured, let me just take a little break and then come back to it and see if anybody, get a nice, hot, juicy topic and see if anybody will get a chance to call in. I know that a lot of you at work, but listen, real quick, I got to pay this one more bill. And then we're going to get back to seeing what it is to be deliberate. Don't forget our Real Block Film family, and they're doing the doggone thing. Here we go. Take a look at this.
Haven't you noticed the climate between cops and citizens? They think we're the problem.
I know, all right, I know.
We live, Jay.
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend do it.
We just need to talk to him about it.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of your brothers.
Order in my courtroom now.
Don't forget that they are now a part of America New Network. And go and download the app. And when you download the app, go and take a look at their new, well, it's not really new, but again, it's new to all of us. And every time that we look at it, we know it's new. Love. Go look at that wonderful motion picture that's out now. You know what I'm saying? Love is a wonderful, wonderful motion picture that have been established by Mr. John Arrington and Mr. Sarah Khan. And I tell you, but here's the quick disclaimer. If you go on America New Network and you watch it, it's a television network. So you may have some interruption in commercials. But if you want to see the full thing in its entirety, please do me a favor. Go right there to Real Block Pictures, all right, on YouTube. And you can see the whole movie in its entirety. You see what I'm saying? That's a good movie. Hopefully some of y'all watched it for Valentine's Day, because that would have been a great time to be able to watch it. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. I love it. I love watching it every time. As a matter of fact, I love also gleaning and watching. You know what I'm saying? Flash is the coming attraction for that particular movie. It will be out really, really soon. Right now, it's in post-production. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be fire. All right. Listen, also, real quick, I want to go with the deliberate. Don't forget MRP's spring water. Every time I read this, I get tickled. I don't know why. My boy Marlon is doing everything. You see what I'm saying? Listen, it's some good, crisp, clear water, spring water, the new future. You see what I'm saying? It's so good and so crisp. You can taste the spring, even in the wintertime. In this particular water, go right there to www.mreedproductions.com. Get you a bottle of water and be easy and be refreshed. You want to advertise your water here? You want to advertise your movie here? Would you like to advertise your book or your play here? You want to advertise your business? I want you to go right here to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. Advertise your stuff. I want to be a part of your life. I want to be a part of your success, and I want to help you get there as well. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Come on and advertise your stuff, man. Advertise. Listen, we have also a new podcaster on the horizon. His name is Mr. Host YB himself. Young dude doing a good thing. He got a podcast called Bag Talk Podcast, located right there on Instagram and YouTube. 5 o'clock every Friday, 5 o'clock p.m. Every Friday, he go live on Instagram and on YouTube. Catch him. I think y'all love it. You know what I'm saying? He's just starting out, did his first episode. I'm so proud of him that he pressed record and he finally did it. Listen, you next. Yo, come on, y'all. Start your podcast, start your YouTube channel, go get your movie out, go get your merch out, give your service and go do something, y'all, and be good. You know what I'm saying? And bless all of us. By the way, I wanted to say I'm drinking Folgers, but I can't do that. They're not sponsoring me. But anyway, listen, let's talk about what is it to be deliberate. I got 2 templates for y'all. We'll land the plane after this because I have to, teach 2 classes. What is it to be deliberate? First of all, we do know that anything that we do before we get to that, this is how you get better at anything. Repeat, repetition, and deliberate practice. You see what I'm saying? Deliberate practice. We've gone over already. You know what I'm saying? Repetition is the father of learning, the mother of mastery. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that a person that is a business person is somebody who have to practice. A professional person have to practice. Podcast hosts have to practice. DPs, all types of producers got to practice. You know what I'm saying? If you work your gift and you practice on your gift will work for you. So many people had so many different questions about what is repetition. You see what I'm saying? It's a statement. It's a phrase. You know what I'm saying? That's repeated several times, so that you can, bring forth and perfect your idea. You see what I'm saying? People oftentimes ask the result of repetition. You feel what I'm saying? That's to enhance your learning. You want to become one with everything, all of your craft. You want to become one with everything. But let's talk about what it is to be deliberate, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? What is it to be deliberate? You feel what I'm saying? To carefully think or talk something through. Can I ask you a question? Who are blue people? Blue people are those of them, you feel what I'm saying, that they're great at being deliberate because they carefully think and they talk something through. That means sometimes people are going to think that you're crazy if you told them the process. Sometimes you got to just go through it, and just recap yourself. Let me see. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go here. We're going to add the numbers here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You say, I'm going to do it this way, but we got to do this first. Then we got to do that because that'll make sense. When you carefully write stuff down, you know what I'm saying, and you think and talk things through deliberately will be the key. When you're on purpose about it, it will give you the greatest outcome. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because you have practiced your craft. And see, a lot of times, and see, here's the other thing too. If, let's say, for example, you want to write a book, right? Some people think writing a book is hard. Not when you have this device we call your cell phone. Forget AI, forget Chat GPT and all that other stuff. I can't stand that stuff because for some reason it will cause you, you know what I'm saying, to allow your brain power to just die because you're relying on a machine. You feel what I'm saying? But now here's the deal. Press record audio. Press record on your audio. You know what I'm saying? Call somebody, have a conversation about your best topic. Sometimes people don't have to hear the other person on the line, but just record yourself. Don't record them. That's illegal. But record yourself. Record your side of the conversation. You see what I'm saying? And even the answers that you'll give on your recording will give you, you know, in-depth detail of what it is that they might have said across the airwave for you to say what you said according to an answer. But more so when you're explaining something and giving detail, and also understand this. If you can't explain something 9 times out of 10, it's because you yourself can't understand it. If anybody's trying to hear and understand what it is that you're trying to say, you see what I'm saying? You know, I want you to understand that in order for you to relay it in a particular way, you gotta understand it first so that it can be clear to other people. And when they repeat it, meaning when they paraphrase what it is that you said, at least you know that they got it. That's why I ask people, did you understand what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? Do I need to repeat what it is that I had to say? Because listen, maybe I didn't understand all of what I had to say. You see what I'm saying? But all you got to do is just record and then bring it to a publisher, the stuff that you had said. Let them categorize it. Let them do. That's what you pay for. And all of a sudden, you got yourself a great book. You get what I'm saying? Because can't nobody beat you at being you. Can't nobody beat you at what it is that you understand. Can't nobody beat you at what it is that you're trying to relay to people. Good tip right there. You see what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Nakia Isaac's on the line. Hey, Sophia on the line. Good to see y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Here's another thing. You planned, and see, this is what being deliberate is, you know. You planned or decided to do it beforehand. I'll say it again. You planned or decided to do it beforehand. And so it happens on purpose rather than by chance. What is the it? Whatever it is that you're working at. This is what you plan. This is what being deliberate is. You decide to do it on purpose beforehand. You feel me? And you happen to do what it is that you're trying to do on purpose rather than for it to be by chance. Can I tell you something? Here's another thing. It's like, don't allow for life to set you where you are by default, but make sure that you allow for life, or you took life by design. You see what I'm saying? Life will take you by default if you decided not to allow for you to take life and make it by design. That's it. On purpose rather than by chance. On purpose rather than by chance. And that should be not your New Year's resolution, but that should be your theme for the rest of your life. I am no longer living by default. I am living by design. You got what I'm saying? And you can't, and can I tell you something? Stop being sidetracked by other people's, success. You know, you're looking at Kevin Hart, you're looking at somebody else, you're looking at Beyonce, whoever you're looking at, or whoever you're looking at in your niche and in your lane and in your niche. Listen, you can't consume everything that they're doing that you forget the stuff that you're supposed to do. Another tip right there. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't be consumed by what you see so much that you're failing to put your time and effort into the plan that you have for yourself so that your life can land you where you want it to be by design, deliberately, not by chance. You know what I'm saying? But on purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is to be deliberate, right? And what am I going to do deliberately? I am going to practice my craft. Repetition is the father of all learning and is the mother of all mastery. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you need things. And can I be honest with you? And I know that all of you can be honest with me. Sometimes you might not feel like it every day. You know, you might not feel like it. Can I tell you what I go by when I don't feel like doing things? I listen to Mr. Coach Red Pill. Now, if you look up Coach Red Pill on YouTube, please don't have your children around him. If you look up Mr. Dave Gaga, please don't have your children around him because they use a few choice words, right? But They are great motivators. You have to know how to, divide the vitamins, the vitamins that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? But with a few choice words, but honestly, they're talking the truth. Mr. Coach Red Pill said this in a very, very clean way. He says that amateurs do certain things according to how they feel. And that's what it is when you get up. When you get up, it is all about how you feel, your quantity. You feel what I'm saying? But pros do things regardless of how they feel. That's after you wake up, after you washed up, after you brushed your teeth, after you had your breakfast, or whatever the case may be. You're saying now you're up. And now you could deliberately do things. Because when you wake up, you are groggy, depending upon the fact that you didn't get no rest the day before. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, you have to remind yourself, okay, look, it's not about how I feel. Let me just get up. Let me give myself some time. Give yourself some time to think. Shout out to a brother that I got a chance to speak to. I thought that I would never, ever get a chance to speak to him, but it was my dream, and I manifested it by putting it into work. You know what I did? I just hit him up on all social medias. I called people who had plugs and got in touch with him, Mr. D4 Darius, And one of the things that he had talked about is that he talked about, sometimes you're not going to feel certain things. You're not going to feel like doing certain things in life. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to feel like doing certain things, but you have to understand, listen, you have to get it done the best way that you can by saying, listen, okay, I got up, I'm up, I woke up, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, everything that I planned, I'm going to put this thing into action no matter how I feel. I'm going to push myself. And can I tell you something? When you do things when you don't feel like it and you decide to do it anyway, I dare you to measure what you didn't feel like doing up against the things that you did when you felt like doing it. Guarantee you, you will not see any difference because you're a perfectionist at what it is that you do. Let me ask you a question. Quick to explain. What do you have to do? What might be on your agenda? That you have to become one with in order for you to perfect what it is that you want to do. Some things that you desire to do, you might not be great at it. Can I tell you something? By far, was I great at being a pastor. It took me years to become this. You get what I'm saying? And I'm still learning every single day. But I know, I know what I know now. It's kind of like this. Have you ever seen Coming to America? You know what I'm saying? You see the end of it, and you see when Eddie Murphy, he played the white guy, and the guy was served the soup. He says, listen, I want you to do me a favor. Taste the soup. Taste the soup. He says, no, you taste the soup. Taste the soup. Where's the spoon? Where's the spoon? So at the end of the day, you have to always have your aha moments. What is your aha moment that said, listen, I wasn't able to be good at this, right? But when I put it into practice, right now, shout out to my son, Azariah Francis. Can I tell you something? This dude is going to become a beast on playing the organ because it's not a day to go by that he's not on the piano. As soon as I walk in the house, I hear this boy is playing at the age of almost 14. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, I know who I want to bring him around, who might be even more advanced than me, that he be perfected. I want him to be better than me. I don't want him to play like me. I want him to, surpass me to the point, you know what I'm saying, that he's going to be my next musician. I promise you that. Because this boy is evolving. Because he has an ear. And I ain't come to talk about my family. But again, every day, repetitious. He had problems with playing with a chord. It's his first thing I want you to do is not get frustrated. Let's calm down here. It says, because at the end of the day, because of what's inside of you, your body will respond because of what's in your bloodline. Nakia Isaac. Oh, my God. I like to call her son my nephew because that's my sister. That boy could sing out of this world. He sing 2 notes and you will not have a dry eye. All right? Really. And this is now, look, now we're talking about something you don't have to perfect. You feel what I'm saying? But he can still perfect his craft, not because he's not good, but because he's that great and he's about to be greater. You feel what I'm saying? And so again, whatever, you could be great and magnificent at what you do. If you continue to put that thing into practice, you're going to be even better than that. And the sky's not the limit, because that's limiting you. If you say the sky's the limit, more than the sky's the limit. You feel what I'm saying? Reach for the sky, reach for high, and do it on a high level. Mr. Trey Trainee, I said this when we had we backtrack and we, we played, I think it was the video yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? Went back and we recapped when we had that particular interview, and he was saying, dogs, let me tell you where I am. He says, I'm good and I'm better off. He says, but let me tell you, I'm not going to allow for grass to grow under my feet. Can I tell you something? The key to perfection is not trying to beat other people, but beat your own PR, everybody. Am I saying something, y'all? Beat your own PR. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about being better than anybody else. You feel what I'm saying? If anybody else would say, well, Donald, if you had young people who are trying to pursue, you know what I'm saying, who want to be like you and do whatever you have to do. No, don't be like me. Be better than me. You know what I'm saying? This young man who got what they call Bag Talk podcast, you know what I'm saying? I said, no, bro, you're going to be better than me. Because right away, he came in knowing his niche and niche. I didn't know that. In fact, I didn't want to do podcasting. Can I tell you something? I didn't even want to do videography or somewhat of cinematography. I didn't want to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why. Because I wasn't there. But my boy Dave said, but Donald, when me and John met you, you were in production. Why do you think you teamed up with us? I was like, facts, you know? But again, y'all, it's a beautiful thing when you can be able to hone in on your craft, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And see the results of it. By the way, you know what I'm saying? We're talking. Please do me a favor. Go right there to It's OU TV. Look at our little short skit film. Nothing more to say. Miss Tiana Walsh bodied the place. Along with my friend Andy. By the way, Andy David was more of the amateur and fed well off of her. I decided to take a chance off of them. I'm saying, and now we had 3,000 views. That's a breakthrough for me. Celebrating strong wins, y'all. It took me a while to get to 900. and that's authentic with no ads, no anything. I says, look, and just grateful. And let me tell you something. Also, when you are repeating something, let me tell you this. Give yourself some time to develop in it. Stop being so impatient to think that you got to do it tomorrow. If it's going to take you 6 months, do it. If it'll take you a year, do it. But I guarantee you, once you get it, can I tell you something? Teaching choirs and stuff like that and people how to sing, once you get a chance to learn the basics of anything, you can start putting your own highlights. Rather you sing, rather it's cooking, rather it's sewing, rather it's cinematography, videography, rather it's whatever it is that you do. MC, listen, once you get the basics, then you start building. But sometimes it might take you at least 3 years to get and master the basics. Once you master the basics, thank you, D4 Darius. Thank you, John Arrington. Thank you, all of y'all. Once you get the basics, you know what John Arrington said to me? I hope he's still alive. I love this guy. He says, he said, Pastor, can I tell you something? I said, what's up? He says, you got all these cameras. What you doing? I said, I don't know. So I said, well, I know what I want. I know why I bought the different cameras. He says, but let me give you an advice. He says, yes, sir. What is your advice and your expertise? He says, learn one camera and go with that. What you doing? Can I tell you something? Experts have a way of just making things so simple. Like, I don't like you, man. That's right. Why not think of that? Just learn one thing and give yourself some time. Can I tell you something? If you're cooking, learn one thing. If you can't get to the pot, learn how to cook off the pan first. You know what I'm saying? Before you get the bacon, learn how to fry things. Learn the one thing first. Master the basics and then go from there. You feel what I'm saying? Can I tell you something? It took me 5 minutes, y'all, to do this. You know why? Because I mastered the basics, let alone Canvas to give you some templates that you'll go by just in case you can't put these things like this together. But you still need to learn the basics. It's a conversation today, y'all. You feel me? Yes, you still need to learn the basics. They have not played yet, nothing yet. Let me see. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, real quick, I want to take you to this place, and then we'll come back and land the plane. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we talked about on our platform. And bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program. Gonna hit the ground running. Also, y'all want to let you know that this episode was brought to you by Blade yet again. You know what I'm saying? Fly the future. Go find out. Look, go to Hudson Yards, y'all. Hudson Yards is a dope place. Oh man, beautiful place, beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful workers. I love their culture there, their mannerisms. But listen, you want to go right there and fly on a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You want to get to JFK in 5 minutes, Newark Airport, you know what I'm saying? LaGuardia Airport. If you're right there in Manhattan, I promise you could do it. You could do it at a low cost of $195, 5 minutes. You could do that. Listen, And I'm gonna tell you, $50 will be taken off of that if you just go right there and pressing the code Donald Francis, or Donald F and F for Francis. $50 will be taken off, y'all. Go and fly the future. Go to Blade, y'all. I promise y'all love it. Beautiful people, beautiful culture. Love them, and awesome people, you know. And they keep sponsoring me all the time, and I really, really appreciate it. The contract wasn't even that long, but I appreciate it. So listen, y'all, real quick before we land the planes, I got to go early. Want to just give homage to Tanya. Thank you for coming in. My brother Daryl McCray, aka Francis Nuck. Good to see you. John Arrington, thank you, bro. I know you at work. I know you watching. I know you watching, my guy. I appreciate you. Yolanda, good to see you, my sis. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else. Yo, Prom, you got to give me a call. I'm gonna put my number in your inbox. We got some extra work to do, bro. Gregory Young enough. Good to see you, man. And I need to get your email, brother. Nicole, good to see you. Carol, good to see you again. So happy to see you. Of course, you know, our manager's on the line, our social media manager, which is Sophia. She's in there. You feel what I'm saying? The first, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Gabby, again, good to see you. I'm glad to see you, Gab. Gab is my sis. I appreciate you. I've adopted you as my sister, Gabby. I promise you that. Nakia Isaac, as always. Did I call Nicole Harris? No, Nicole Harris is on here too. There we go. Nicole Harris, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Good to see all of y'all. Anybody on YouTube? Not too sure. All right. Yeah, they abandoned me on YouTube today. It's all good. I don't know if anybody, we got one of my business line, whoever you are. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I don't see, you know, who you are, but look, y'all, got to land the plane early today. And I'm so appreciative. Listen, y'all, we will not be on tomorrow. I'm supposed to have a special guest that was supposed to be on for tonight, 6 p.m. We have to forego that for Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? And trust me, y'all want to know and y'all want to come in on this brother. I will be putting ads out as far as special guests, but I cannot say who he is because he's very, very box office mainstream. And if I did that, then I have to pay money that I don't have in my bank account. You know, I have to borrow money from y'all to get him as a guest. But luckily, we have a good networking team, and our network is broadening. And Mr. Sean Cannell is a good guy, and also Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk, you know, see who I got a chance to speak to. Good entrepreneurs and big people. Love them very, very much. But at the same time, I can't say who's going to be on Tuesday. I want y'all to do me a favor, please. You know, spread the word when you see the template, when you see the thumbnail, spread that, share it on your page, share it to everybody's text messages. Y'all want to come in. And even if they don't know anything about it, when y'all see his face, I promise the internet is going to be broken. You feel what I'm saying? So please, y'all, on Tuesday at 6 p.m., I'm going to have a great special guest. But before that, tomorrow I will not be on because I'll be preparing for that particular episode. But also, you know, look out for us on Monday. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to have some good people come on and have a guest. And you'll see the templates during the weekend. All right, y'all? So listen, y'all, with that being said, again, I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. It is a happy day. I am very, very glad and godly proud of all of you who are starting your social media, all of you who are doing the thing and making it possible. I want you to start your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Please start. You need to be seen. There are a whole host of people, trillions of people on this globe. And think of that camera like as it is. Can I talk? I don't have here, and I got my sugar right here. I haven't had coffee the whole segment, but about to have that and change the narrative. Y'all, I gotta go. Good to see y'all again. Listen, we're going a little early today. Dave, you're gonna be proud of me, son. And Yolanda, you're gonna be proud of me. By the way, Yolanda, look out for her promo because she's coming, you know what I'm saying, to a borough close and near you. It's going to be dopeness. All right. Don't forget to you know, go and take a look at her event that's coming up. See if there's tickets that's still available. They might be sold out by now. But if not, maybe she'll do certain things via satellite that you can pay and see and hone in on for free. All right. I mean, hone in on, not for free, but hone in where you can see it from where you are. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Gotta go. See y'all later. And we're over and we're out. Where's my template at? There we go. Peace.